Good Morning Texas Home and Wealth, sponsored by Rodney Anderson with Supreme Lending.
Have you ever been forced to move because of life-changing events, but you really didn't want to? Our mortgage expert Rodney Anderson is here to talk about that type of situation. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, let's start off by talking about some of the reasons why people decide to move.
Well, many times we're throwing a curveball. When all of a sudden your spouse comes home and says, honey, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Ugh.
The good news is I just got a job relocation. The bad news is we've got to move.
Phew.
And so a lot of times that will throw a frenzy into many people's situations, or you'll see the curveball of divorce. I mean, just in the last 8 days, I have seen over 15 to 20 people with me either buy or refinance homes primarily because of divorce. And then you've got some other reasons which are in there. One is school rezoning. All parents out there know what that's like when all of a sudden your school district decides to rezone you and you want to move during that period of time. And then you will have other situations as well.
Oh my goodness. Let's talk a little bit about divorce, because you and I had this conversation a little bit ahead of time. That really can throw a huge curveball in everything that you're doing.
Yeah, because one house turns into two homes. One set of silverware turns into two sets of silverware, and the mattresses and everything. Divorce is big business for a lot of people that are out there, but you need to make sure you know what is in front of you when it comes to buying or refinancing right now when it comes to that divorce process.
Okay, so you really kind of have to do your homework on everything. Okay, let's talk about the time of the year, because I thought this was the time of year to relocate, but what do you see? What are you seeing
Well,
right
we're
now?
seeing a lot of people growing families. I mean, the people that say, I've got 2 bedrooms plus ours for 3, but the only problem is I got 5 kids.
Oh,
so,
boy.
you know, we're seeing a lot of growing families, and then we're seeing a tremendous amount of people. I don't just call it retirement. I call it right sizing. And all the kids may be gone now, so they want to right size the home. So lots of different reasons. Know what is in front of you, whether it's relocation, whether it's divorce, whether it's school rezoning. Know what's in front of you, and get pre-approved up front before you go out looking or refining, because that's the most important thing I can say.
Let's talk a little bit about retire. I heard you say that. So that's always in the back of everyone's mind at some point. What advice do you give to someone who's thinking of retiring and right-sizing?
Do it before you officially retire, because we'll see a lot of people that they may have gone from $8,000 a month of income to now the retirement of just the Social Security, where it's $2,000 a month, and then they may not be able to qualify. So before you officially retire and quit your job, make sure your financing is in place up front if you're buying or refinancing, especially on the buy side, because I've seen many people that are retired, they've dropped their income, and now they can't qualify for their final home. So get it done early, and do it before you say, I'm done. Take this job and shove it.
Before we wrap this up, take this job and shove it. I love that. But before we get out of here, remind people, if you're thinking about relocating at any point, what do they need to do when they're thinking, I want to buy another house at some point?
You need to make sure, if you're relocating, can I qualify for the new house and the current one? What's that whole process look like if I'm moving out of state? And most importantly, what does my loan look like for the next house? Because if I'm getting a base salary plus bonus, you want to make sure the lender can count your bonus before you say, take this job and shove it. Little Johnny Paycheck this morning.
I love that. But if you've got other questions or you need to know more, give this man a call. Rodney at 1-800-EXPRESS with refinancing, mortgage questions, or you can also go to the website, rodneyanderson.com.